Welcome back everybody. So this is gonna be a quick update video for you guys on stock market, and before we get started, please smash that like button, and 100 plus likes on this video would be greatly appreciated guys. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Now if you want to get my daily trade ideas, swing trade ideas, live trading, and you want to support the channel, definitely check out their link down below in the description for Patreon. Welcome back, everybody. So, what do we got here on stock market today? We got Dow Jones going down again, 0.25% declining, S&P going up 0.38%, and Nasdaq going up to a brand new all-time high and pretty much rallied all day, up 1.24%, and Russell catching a breather, going up 0.59%. Now, 11 sectors that makes up S&P 500. What we got here on top, guys? I mean, leading the way, and that is a big rally because of Tesla, consumer cyclical, and Amazon. Then we got communication services led by Google, massive run, technology on top. So this complete move here is led by consumer cyclical, communication services, and technology. Risk on move today here in the market. Now on bottom, I mean, look at this energy down over 2% in just one day. Basic materials is also down, healthcare, utilities, real estate, consumer defensive. And then we have stock market map. What we got here? Well, if you look at my screen, again, I mean, I said it before in my videos, the stock market is right here. Now, if you guys notice something, Avgo right here up another 11%, not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6%, 11% earnings. That was last week and still going up. It's way overextended. Like, I don't know what to say about this. Then, what's interesting here, guys? UNH down 4.22%. Healthcare, pretty much, big names, all are down. Now, the new NVIDIA that we found in the market, that is this right here. You can see NVIDIA not going up. And when was the last time you saw NVIDIA going down for multiple days, going on to make a head and shoulder pattern, and, possibly a breakdown can happen any moment here on NVIDIA, where this thing right here is pumping Nasdaq 100. And then we, of course, we have Amazon, Tesla going up over 6%, Google up 3.60%, even Meta participating in that rally and up 0.63%, and not to mention Apple up over 1%, and Microsoft going up near 1%. So this big rally led by these names: Google, Amazon, Tesla, Apple, Microsoft, and this one right here, semi right here, Avgo up massively today, another 11.21%. Now, regional banks and big banks not really doing that well, except Wells Fargo going up 2.19%. So another thing I want to show you guys, and a lot of you guys already know this, and a lot of you guys are asking. So look at right here, fear and greed index. That just pathetic. We just made it up to greed today. Just barely made it up to greed, 57, not even 75. And forget about extreme greed here. Now, if you ask me, especially for the big names, we're actually over 100 on extreme greed here. It's the next level. But the market breadth is extremely poor. Market is not going up on all the names. It's basically pushing higher, and especially only Nasdaq 100 pushing higher because of these names, Magnificent Seven, right? And then new one added now. You can call that another, big name, Broadcom, right? That thing is up 11% again. Now we do have some data. We got retail sales tomorrow. I don't think that's going to move the market. And then Wednesday we got J Powell. It would be really interesting to see what the decision is and where we're actually going with rate cuts. And far as right now, people that are actually, have seen how rate cuts actually affects the market and yield curve, well, put it all that out of the window right now, because we're getting rate cuts. We're getting, yield curve on inversion, but the market does not care. We are getting, things really bad breath in the market, but there is absolutely no opportunities on big names, and especially, Nasdaq 100 just going straight up. So it's a really crazy market right now. So before we get started right here on SPY, Qs, and all the other ones, well, let's just have a look at Tesla. I mean, this is unreal, up another 2%. Now, only thing that I'm actually happy about, my average on those shares are $172. These are long term. After many times trying it back and forth and selling it early, these long term shares are paying. They're up massively, now trading at 471 a piece. So if you actually got some shares at 100, 150, 3, 4, 500 shares, who knows, guys? This thing can go up maybe 5, 6, 700, maybe even 1,000 again, and from there we might get another split. But the reason for this to bring up here in this video, you can see how ballistic this thing is going. Today it was up $27, and that wasn't enough. Up another $8. Look at this. I mean, yes, it's going up on high volume, but look at how overstretched this thing is. Upper Bollinger Band sitting at 448, and the stock itself trading at 471. So that's just crazy. Here's another one that is actually making another massive move to the upside. Google. We talked about it before on my mega cap video that it can go up to 200. We immediately got up there. Another big name going up. And look at the market cap, guys. Catching up to Apple, Nvidia, Microsoft, and all that. $2.43 trillion. So, battle of these billionaires. They're just making more and more money. And things are just going ballistic with big names. Now, let's talk about DIA because that is where weakness is. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 day in a row, this thing is down. It's not down by that much, but it's down day, red day. We do not have a bull trend. We don't have all the moving averages positive slope. And it actually broke a critical support right here, 445, and now it might be coming down and landing right here at 434.56 unless we get that breakout. And you can see we got the rejection today, 441 5-day moving average. We need to get over that right here on DIA, and then we might see a move up to right here 443 to 445 over this 20-day moving average. Come back up and retest previous all-time highs 451. Until then, the next critical support down here at 434.56 and then 433, and looks like it's on its way. We might get some sort of a bounce, maybe a rejection from this 20-day, but the continuation to the downside can play out and this thing can come down. So that is where things are not looking good. Another one right here, IWM was up finally today, but not by much, not by much. You can see we actually came back up right here to this 5-day moving average, 235.33, 235.63. Got a rejection, came back, now sitting at 234, almost closer to this gap. As a matter of fact, we did not take out this low from Friday, and I think if that's out, we will fill this gap right here at 230.93 on IWM. So 235 breaks, then watch out for a move possibly after 238, and that is where a breakout can happen on IWM, and this thing can fly back up to 245. Until then, watch for this critical support gap fill reversal at 231, and underneath that level we also have support at 229, 227, and then this gap comes into play, 224.29. On SPY ETF, it's up 0.43%, so it's going ballistic also. But if you look at my screen, we're not actually making any progress. So that tells me something is coiling up here. Whether we get that breakout over 609, that should take SPY ETF up to 614 to even 615. That can happen with FOMC this week. But the only thing is concerning, it's not actually going hand in hand with NASDAQ 100. It's not going up. It's not making all-time highs every day. Since last week right here, 609, we did not actually hit any more all-time highs. And now it's trading at 606.79. Today we got up to almost 608, but it came back in. And then it's only up $2.58. 0.43%. So there is support right here, 604.78, and if that gives up, there will be strong support near 600, and if that gives up, there is gonna be hell to pay right here, especially for the bulls, because this thing can dump easily down here. That's gonna be long way down, 590 to 586. Now, as long as this can hold 604.78 and we can get over 609, in that case, 610 to 614, that's very possible right here on SPY ETF, and we can hit that target this week if we get actually over 609 here. So on triple Q, it's up 1.44%. It was up even more. I mean, boy, oh boy, 539, almost 540, guys. And then we saw just a tiny mini pullback, just few pennies giving away at the end and closing at 538. I mean, look at today. That is what I was saying. I mean, if you look at it today, guys, what happened today? Right here, right? We opened right here and then it pushed higher, but we never actually got under 533. And from there, even if you look at right here, open, low for the day, 533. And from there, this thing just took off all day. It wasn't really quick, but once we got going here on Qs, it was just going, right? And now, I mean, 540 is there. Now, if there is a pullback, well, we all know every dollar, every penny will act as a support to the downside, but upside resistant, they're just peanuts. Piece of cake. You can just break and go. You can just break and go every time. High volume here again today. So, there is some strength right here on NASDAQ. So watch out. If there is a pullback that we see, it's getting really overbought right here. 533, you'll line the sand. Underneath that level, you will see quickly down to 526, 522, and then 520. As long as this thing is over 533, it can continue to 540. That's going to be brand new all-time high. And from there, 550 also possible. And that's going to be at extreme if that happens before getting any sort of a pullback to the downside. On VIX, it's up 6.37%. So this is why, I was really concerned. Market breadth is really bad. Only few stocks are going up, big names, and that is what making this market really like crazy, where you can't really do anything, and things are just going higher. Especially if you look at technology, right? Look at VIX breaking out today. I mean, almost up to 15. We get over 15. There is a gap at 20. We can get there, right? Does that mean that market is going to pull back? Well, no, no signs of a pullback. So that means what? Somebody is lying here. That could be VIX, 10-year yield, or maybe even the dollar. We don't know. It's getting that breakout 5-day moving average now, curling up, and it's a positive slope. And we might see VIX going up. So if this thing get actually that breakout over 15, that can actually put some pressure on S&P 500, and maybe even Nasdaq 100 then comes down and gets a correction, because Santa is not even here, guys, next week. And usually we get that rally at the end, but this month so far we're getting the Santa rally early. It's been going up since December. Market just kept going up every day, new all-time high. The only thing lagging behind now is S&P 500, and then IWM, Russell, it's pulling back, and then you got Dow Jones also pulling back, but nothing significant. Small, tiny, mini pullback, nothing big. So be careful, especially, I have seen people are buying calls like Qs at 535, 538, and they're happy making money because it's going up. But, anybody who actually got experience in this market would not chase this rally until there is a significant correction, because you're just getting lucky. You're just buying FOMO. That's FOMO. Like, it's going up. I'm not gonna buy puts. Then what? I'm just gonna buy calls. And you just end up making money, and you think that you did something great, but no, that is a poor entry if you're chasing a NASDAQ 100 right now. So just quickly want to show you guys before I wrap this up, and you can see TNX barely came down, and this thing was flagging right here. We got the massive breakout, and now we're going back up to retest 4.46. So this thing is also going ballistic. And then we got the dollar also making a move. And if you look at my screen, I mean, this thing was flat today, guys. It came back in, kind of was wedging, flagging here. We got the breakout, and now it's pretty much trying to retest this high right up here. So dollar is not going down, it's flat consolidating. And then we got 10-year also not going down, and S&P 500 not really going up, where Nasdaq going up. The growthy names, those are going up and making all-time highs. So when you see these kind of environment in the market, it's not everyday thing. We don't see these every day. Like, these things are up, and then we got Nasdaq 100, like, I don't even care. I'm just gonna go and make all-time highs. Off of those earnings from Broadcom, and then some of the other names are also going up with it. Big names like Microsoft, Apple, and then not to mention the bigger names now, Google, and then we have Tesla participating in that rally finally and pretty much beating everybody. If you look at Elon Musk now, net worth today might be over $500 billion. So that man is making ton of money, and the market just kept running on that news where Elon Musk just getting richer and richer by day by minute, and market is liking it, and everything just going up. The big names are always going up. There is no correction for last maybe 15 months. We get dips here and there, but people that actually know what is actually a correction, that means that stock or that ETF will give up a significant amount of that gain, and then it will correct itself, and then it goes back up, and then you buy into it. You don't go and buy and chase. I mean, look at right here on Qs. You're gonna go and chase this move right here? I mean, look at where this thing is, guys. I mean, this is gonna be a monthly time frame, and you tell me that this is actually a good area to go and buy. This was the breakout here, and there is no like pullback to any one of these levels. We're just going up. I mean, up, 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 up. These are mini tiny pullbacks, no continuation. Look at this one here. They bought the entire dip and we closed right here. So that is crazy. And now for 2 months in a row, we're just going straight up. So when you see things like that, these are rare signals that something is brewing, guys. Nobody knows. And people that are actually going long here, all I can say, I mean, you don't know what you're doing. You're going long here, or maybe you went long here. Yes, you're in profit, but it's just a really risky game you're playing. Uh, getting into Nasdaq and going long at this point. So that is the point I'm trying to make. Yes, things can still push higher, but we got to be careful in this market. And that's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, guys.